My fellow beautiful boxing fan, Eddie Hearn, the legendary promoter, one of the greatest promoters of all time, the man just came out and he talked about Devin Haney. And listen, I'm about to read you what Eddie Hearn just said about Devin Haney. And let me say this before anything. I love Devin Haney. I have talked to Devin Haney countless times. In fact, me and Devin Haney planned before his Jose Ramirez to pray the Friday prayer together. Listen, I love Devin Haney. I absolutely love everything about the man. But let me read you what Eddie Hearn just said and let's analyze it, because I believe I'm about to say something that might... I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be completely honest. Let's get into it. So, Eddie Hearn just came out and talked about Devin Haney's mindset after what? After the Ryan Garcia fight. And this is what Eddie Hearn had to say. Check this out. I'm going to read you first what he said, and I'm going to read you Bill Haney's response. Eddie Hearn came out and said, Devin's changed because Devin's fallen out of love with the sport of boxing because of what happened with Ryan Garcia and other BS as well. Hearn told the podcast, The Divine Hook, when he started, all he wanted to do was chase greatness. I don't think he's like that anymore. And then he proceeded to say, I think now a big part of Devin is just fighting for the money. And that's when it becomes dangerous, because you're not the same fighter. There's a very good chance Devin Haney could lose that Norman Jr. fight. Bill and Devin, they're not looking strategically. They're looking for the bag. They're like, where can we make our 5, 6, 7 million? That's why they said they'll fight Jerome Boots Ennis at 147. We'll fight Teofimo Lopez. They just want the money. Back in the day, Bill was a lot more selective and tactical about who to fight. Now, he just wants the money. The Haneys are looking for money. Money instead of legacy. Let's get into it. Like I said, I absolutely love Devin Haney and I will forever support my Muslim brother Devin Haney, but I gotta be honest. Eddie Hearn is right. Eddie Hearn is right. Listen, I've been watching Devin Haney for a long time. I mean, we're both around the same age. I do see a lot of myself in Devin, The way that he idolizes his father, the way that he reveres his father. Everything, many things about Devin Haney I absolutely love and I can relate to, but Devin Haney isn't the same man and isn't the same fighter that he was. And I was actually live at his last fight versus Jose Ramirez. I traveled to the States and I watched that fight. And let me tell you this, before I talk about that fight, let me tell you what changed in Devin Haney. Before the Ryan fight, Devin was so confident. He was so in love. He was absolutely in love. And the man was obsessed with boxing, with the stats, with the history, with the accolades. But now in his last interview that he did on there's a talk show with two men, one black guy and one, I don't know, like Latino guy, I believe. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about. There is this new interview of Devin Haney, where he was like, I just love the money. I just want the money. They were like, what's your goal? He was like, just to keep stacking money. And then he also said, I actually recently discovered that after this fight, if I beat Norman Jr., I'm going to be a 3-division world champion. I didn't even think about that because of how much money I'm going to get for this fight. That scared me. When I heard that, I was like, oh my God. Because let's be honest, Devin Haney will, the man will forever keep getting money. It's not like Devin Haney, oh my, like Devin Haney is blessed. Like God has blessed Devin Haney. So, in all actuality, does Devin Haney have to worry about money? I mean, when you're like 27 years old and when you've made over I don't know, how much? Like 15, 20, whatever, but like tens of millions. What are we really talking about here? You know what I mean? Like, what are we even talking about? So when Devin Haney, you can tell him, because I'm going to be honest, the man was treated very harshly, in a very harsh way. After the Ryan situation, it was like, he's the one who beat up Ryan Garcia, and he's the one who tested positive for PEDs, and he's the, the man literally did nothing wrong. Yes. Does the man do some things that are cringy and sometimes you go oh my God, Devin, please. Yes, but the man is human. He's a man at the end of the day. He's does Devin Haney sometimes shoot himself in the foot when he speaks? Does he try to copy Floyd so much that it, you feel oh my God, I can't, the man's personality is dissolving right in front of our eyes? Yes, but the man is a human at the end of the day. And no human is perfect, but Devin is in danger territory now. Now we're talking about a different story. Brian Norman doesn't just have knockout power. Brian Norman Jr. is trouble for Devin Haney. And this is why, for the first time in Devin Haney's entire career, he's the underdog. If you think about it, what Eddie Hearn just said, before the Ryan fight, they were very much careful. Devin was killing himself to be small and to make small weights to fight small guys. And even though I love Devin, I have no problem to admit that Devin Haney built his entire career on fighting small men. All guys below 5'6", 5'7", all guys 5'7" or under. Who's the tallest guy Devin fought out of those guys? Lomachenko was 5'7". He fought small men, Or normal sized men who are way past their prime like Linares. So I'm not stupid. This is why I'm telling you, on this channel, I will always give it to you straight. I will always give it to you straight, beautiful people. And regardless if I know the fighter, regardless if I love the fighter, dislike the fighter, I will always give it to you straight. Now, Devin Haney, before the Ryan situation, like Eddie said, Bill was very careful. And I love Bill Haney. I also met the man in New York. He's so the man is absolute class. Gotta love Bill Haney. And at the end of the day, who was Bill Haney? Bill Haney is just a dad who's happy and proud of his kids. So, does Bill Haney really deserve the hate? I don't think that any boxer deserves the hate, except when you are a delusional excuse maker like Berlanga, or like a Floyd who sold his soul, who sold out. Look who he's supporting now, but that's nonetheless. These things are powerful and impactful, so yes, you can criticize them. But when you talk about someone like Devin or Bill, the Haneys in general, they haven't really harmed anyone. They have never cheated. They have never really slandered anyone without a reason. In all actuality, all Devin Haney ever wanted was to become one of the greats. But now, I believe, it hurts me to say it, I love you, Devin, my brother. But, Devin definitely has changed. And even the way that he talks, he doesn't have the same, I don't know, there's something different about him. And because before that Ryan fight, Devin never saw this side to the sport, this dark side. But after the Ryan fight, why? Because before the Ryan fight, Devin was chasing greatness. He saw what Gervonta and Ryan did. He was like, I want some of that. I want some of that money. I want some of that fame. And it all backfired. Why? Because he stopped looking for legacy and started chasing money. And this is the same thing. He's fighting Norman because of how much money Turki Al-Sheikh is paying him. And I'm hoping and praying to God that Devin Haney can leave this fight safe. I truly hope and pray and genuinely just praying to God that Devin Haney leaves this fight healthy, because Brian Norman Jr. is dangerous. And the caution, yellow tape, should be wrapped around the man wherever he walks. Because wherever Brian Norman Jr. walks, danger walks with him. And Devin Haney is in a world of danger on November 22nd. And I will be there, God willing. I will be there front row. I will be rooting for Devin, but I will definitely be praying for the man before the fight because he's going to need it.